Didn't like where they were a couple days ago. Jim Montgomery's Blues coming in on a pretty good roll. The Blues are wearing their Winter Classic uniforms from this season, the ones they wore at Wrigley Field. We're into the second minute of the opening frame. Washington last met the Blues in the second week of November and tattooed them at Enterprise Center. Good save there by Lindgren. This is batted away by Trevor Van Riemsdyk. Interesting net-minding matchup, this one. More on it as it progresses. Falk flings one to the goal. Lindgren lost it out of the glove. Martin Fehervari's first ever NHL goal would have been scored against St. Louis back in the day. As this dribbles to the doorstep, Hofer gets a glove on it. Ovechkin did provide a power play tally. Allen refers to the first unit on the man advantage. Whoa, turnover here. Toropchenko blasted that one wide.
And there by Dylan Strome trying to find a player in the middle of the ice.
St. Louis playing better, killing penalties better. Ovechkin one time. Hofer stepped out to take the angle away. Clean PK for St. Louis in each of the last 4 games. Now a shorthanded threat. Glove save for Lindgren. He took care of Nathan Walker there. Hofer is another towering netminder, all 6'5" of them. Centering pass, puts some sauce on it. Lindgren bats it away from a hard-charging Buchnevich. Over the shoulder of Fehervari on this control breakout. The long stretch is on target for Dow. Cutback move finds Rana. Stick save, and Hofer melts the rebound. Works on the perimeter, feed through. Looking for Sandin. That was well read as the Blues will counterpunch 3-on-3. Matthew Joseph. Nice pass, and that's a layup. Slam dunk for Broberg.
It doesn't matter who you are. They all get sucked into the one side, and there's a gap down low. And as this goes through the seam, you see Broberg over there. As fast as it gets to his stick, it's right off. What a feed by Joseph. And Charlie doesn't have a chance on that. No goaltender in the National Hockey League's going to get over in that.
Allen, we've talked a lot about Protas and his improvement this season. And a lot of it could be due to the mentorship that he's been receiving from Alex Ovechkin as Dubois works in. McMichael cross ice. To the front, beautiful! Score! Dubois!
But what a feed by Taylor Radish as this puck goes cross ice from McMichael over to Dubois, who is always so patient and poised as he pulls that over to the backhand, just waits that taller goaltender and bangs it home. They get the entry. It's a 3-lane net drive, and stopping at the net, Pierre-Luc Dubois just patiently pulls it to the backhand and slides it home.
This will read Dubois' 14th from Radish and McMichael. St. Louis took care of Seattle 7-2 Tuesday at Enterprise Center. Tied a season high with the 7 goals to the Blues. It was their largest margin of victory. Looking for another chance here on the backhand score. Guess who? Broberg has them both.
And the defender, you see on this one, Dylan Strome gets his pocket pick, and then it goes across the ice. It's a beautiful feed to get it all the way over there from Jake Neighbors. And that Broberg with that speed, the long reach, the patience and poise, very similar to Pierre-Luc Dubois less than a minute ago, and just finds the back of the net. And a beautiful poise play by Broberg, who's having a night so far.
Just enough reach to beat the poke check of Charlie Lindgren. 13 seconds left. Holloway, fast feet. Keep it on the outside. Holloway using the dasher. They bump it for Kyrou right on, and Lindgren has that. It's the NHL on Monumental Sports Network. Joe, Allen, and Al shouting out thanks for all the men and women in our technical crew. It's 90s night inside of Capital One. Lindgren with an early save on Thomas. Brother Ryan is a Washington Capital winger playing in the ECHL in South Carolina, wing/center. Van Riemsdyk to the front door. Hofer was cinched to the post. Caps working through center. Roy delicately leaves it in the corner. Forecheck persists. Slap shot Roy. Pad save Hofer. Protas covering at point position. Finds the grade 8. Protas one-timer. Kicked away. Hofer was in good position there. Drops it for McMichael. First time 20-goal getter. Ovechkin thunders one right on, and Hofer has that secured. Skating through center, it's Joseph, 2-on-2. Joseph curls, fires, and Lindgren traps that. Again, was saluted by the faithful here at Capital One Arena, playing his 1,000th NHL game tonight. 403rd player, I believe, in history to play over 1,000. Kyrou on the seam pass. Rister, good movement by Lindgren. We have the NHL on Monumental Sports Network. Happy to have you on board, too, on Saturday afternoon. An early start, 12:30 against the visiting Lightning. Taylor Radish has been inserted in that bumper spot, ruled for so long by former Blue TJ Oshie. Ovechkin snapshot, kick out Hofer. Philip Broberg. Pierre-Luc Dubois had the answer for Washington. McMichael challenged by Kyrou and Sundqvist. Nice stick handling. Fires! He scores! A magnificent individual effort.
Wins a puck battle, not against one player, but two, and then goes down the flank, calls his own number, pickpocket up top, and what a rocket by McMichael. Just flexes the wrists on this one. Goes in, everyone's expecting a pass, and goes over the left shoulder of Hofer, moving his legs, shooting in stride, and that is a dart.
McMichael, roof job, as the fans come back to life in downtown D.C. Leddy finds Holloway. Suter's a long way from the cage. Deflection, score! A snapshot from deep, bounces in. Holloway puts the Blues back in less than a half a minute to the lead. 2:08 remaining in the second. Another chance for Buchnevich. Big stop there by Lindgren. That was huge. Rebound still free. They score. Parayko. There was a delayed penalty call coming up against Washington. And before Hofer could get to the bench, Parayko makes it a 2-goal lead.
Parayko comes in late, and as they battle for this one, and there's some interference down low by Pavel Buchnevich, so that's got to be what Charlie's questioning on this one as they go in. So as he pushes this puck in, and then he jabs and pushes at him a few times, Colton Parayko comes in and just pushes it through everyone. You see they got 4 Capitals players all puck watching, all down low, and Parayko comes in there, and Robert Thomas is Capital. He came here as a backup, eventually became the starter, and what a tandem we have here in Washington this season.
That's Alan May. I'm Joe Beninati. Al Koken is your rinkside reporter. Hope you're feeling well, Locker. It was Dubois from Radish and McMichael. McMichael unassisted to this point. Rolled to the doorstep. Lindgren bats at it. Walking right up the gut. Thomas keeps him to the outside. Protas sends one towards the cage. Follow-up chance, and Hofer gets back for the denial on McMichael.
They hear us up here in the press box. He flings this at the front of the net. Connor McMichael on the doorstep, and then just a beautiful keep by Hofer to keep that puck out of the net, just extending that blocker. But I like that thought.
Feel it back on top, Van Riemsdyk. Sandin on the pop-out play for Dowd. That's blocked. Good positioning defensively for Sundqvist. Now Joseph climbs in, 2-on-1. Big pad save by Lindgren. He had to have that one.
Goal line, but here on this one, as that puck goes across, finds a way on an odd man rush. And Charlie reads this very, very well. Gets across. And once again, Bolduc and another young player.
In the goal tonight for Coach Montgomery over Jordan Binnington. Broberg, who has a couple of tallies in this one. Skip it back through center. That's Neighbors towards the empty cage. Wow, what a shot that was with a defender all over him.
Well, as that puck just advances up the wall, and they get some fortunate bounces, and the Capitals can't keep them in check, and it's just bumping the puck out. Use your muscle, it comes here, you find a way, and then Neighbors just uses body position. John Carlson doesn't know whether he's going to go left or right on that. Neighbors knows where the net is. They haven't moved it in the entirety of the National Hockey League. You don't even have to have your head up. It's right there, dead set in the middle.
Suter takes it down with 8 seconds to go. Braden Schen's 1,000th NHL game will end in good fashion for the visitors as they prevail 5-2.